like a letter.
Crayons, markers, pastels,
and the shapes
pencils, markers.
And the shapes are 2, U, and also a sideways U.
So we're going to be using simple shapes today, and Kalani was walking you through just now the shapes that we'll be using in order to do our piece of artwork, but you can really use anything you have at home.
And it's very easy, there's 4 steps.
Very easy video. First, we're going to start off with something we're grateful with, though. I am grateful for our wonderful Easter that we got to spend yesterday as a family and in celebration of the day and its meaning to our family. And Kai, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for being like halfway done with my yo-yoing 6 weeks. So because after I'm done, I get to. My dad said he's gonna let me buy myself a ball ring yo-yo which can spin up to 2 minutes.
That's awesome. Yes, I'm getting excited for you for that too. And Kalani, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for yo-yos.
For yo-yos. Very good. Alrighty, so let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move you forward a little, this forward more. The boys will still be in the video, but I'll kind of be out of it. And I'm gonna give you some instructions using some simple shapes. So first we're gonna start with the shape of a 2. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do a big 2 on the paper. And go all the way down. It's kind of like a fancy 2, and then it's going to go into the tail, which is going to become an M, a sideways M, and then down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a water line at the bottom, so it's going to be wavy. Your water line can be flat. You could be sitting, your swan could be sitting on land if you like, because they are land and water animals. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do the head of the swan, which is going to be a U shape sideways. And then after I do that, I'm going to start the number 2, tracing the outside line and having an inside line. All the way around, and then it's going to get, once I get past the neck, this is the neck, I'm going to go a little bit wider. And then a C shape down to the water line. Just like that. And now I'm going to give him an eyeball, which is just 1 circle because we're looking at the profile of the swan. And I'm going to make him looking down, so I'm going to do a half circle right there and a half circle right there, and I'm going to color it in black. And now I'm going to do the beak, and the beak is going to be a sideways V. Sideways V. And then I'm going to add a wing in there. They have how many wings?
2.
2. And my wing is going to be a C shape. And then after I get done with my C, I'm going to kind of do a curve up. Just like that. And now I have a swan. Now in your swan, you can add all different types of accessories. So you can put in there some reeds. They live in lakes and in rivers. So you can put a nest in your picture. You can put the sun shining. You can put, they like to eat off of moss and on the rocks that grow in the lakes and in rivers. So you can draw that down below. They are birds, right? So those are some facts we learned, is that they're a bird, and they're a rather large bird, but they can fly, right? I'm going to scoot this back while I paint so I can look at you all out at home a little bit better, and we'll fill it in. And whatever you're using at home, I hope you enjoyed this process of getting creative. They are, so when thinking about what you're going to color your swan, you can use your imagination and paint your swan any color you like, right? Traditionally, swans are 2 colors. They're either black or white, and there's really, other than where they live on the planet, there's really nothing much different between the 2 of them. They're very similar. The one distinct thing that they have that separates them is their color of feathers. So black or white are the kind of swans that we might see in nature. They do lay eggs. and they eat, like I said before, they eat the plants that grow in the water. They also eat roots and shellfish. So that goes to our joke, right? They're, what kind of animal are they? What do they eat? What do we label them or categorize them as?
Birds.
Are they herbivores? Are they carnivorous?
They're omnivores.
They're omnivores. And we had a joke that we said that they're both divores, right? Because they eat plants.
No, that's me. That's me.
They eat plants and they eat fish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we said they could be both divores. And they can
No, I said that. I said that.
Yeah, you and me. We
No,
were together and we were talking about it. Yeah.
I came with it.
Uh-huh. You made the joke up, right?
No. I just said they are called. These they are.
They're both divores?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then we also learned too that they can fly really far distances. And that they're, like we said, they're rather large. So with my painting of my swan, I'm going to actually leave my swan white, and I'm going to do the background sky and the water blue. So I'm going to start with my water down below. Give it some blue water. There we go. And they're pretty docile creatures. They have a reputation of being gentle and beautiful and to represent and signify love and beauty. And they actually are pretty docile. They are pretty non-aggressive. But there is an exception. They do get aggressive when they feel threatened, or if someone's in their territory, or they feel like they're in danger. So
I have a swordfish on it.
Nice. Nice. And they do sometimes live in salt water, near salt water as well. So that's pretty accurate too, that he drew a swordfish. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a lighter blue in the sky. So we learned that with the watercolors, if you don't have a white to mix with your watercolors, you can make it look a lot lighter just by adding more water and less of the color in it. So my sky is going to look different than my water because down below, because I added literally more water in my dilution of the paint, the ratio of paint to water. So we'll add this for the sky, and then I'm actually going to add some yellow real quick. I always like to go through with the lightest color first, because you can always go over your light colors with dark colors, but you can't go over your dark colors with light colors successfully. So I like to do my light colors first and then go over it. So right now I'm actually not drawing a sun. I'm just adding yellow to my sky for sunshine. And then I'm going to go back over in a minute and add some more blue. And I am once again doing the techniques we've done in other videos where I X with watercolor. I like to use watercolor because I can cover the surface area fast for the videos. But I do enjoy working with other...
Cottontails in my picture.
What's that, Kalans?
Cottontails in my picture.
You had a cottontail in your picture?
No, really. The guy, the rabbit, his name is Cottontail. And he has a cottontail.
Oh, Kalani, yes, Kalani added to his art a cotton ball for a cottontail. So cool, Kalans.
Mama.
Yeah.
Look at. What's it called? The swan. The swan wants to eat the rabbit, and he's saying dinner served, and he's thinking about ham.
me the story. I love when you create stories.
And there's a little fishy. that likes the rabbit, and he has super funny ears.
And I like when you add stories to your art. It always makes art a little bit more interesting. And then the beak can be orange or yellow, whatever color you like. Go over. I'm thinking I might go over it with a little bit of orange in the sky as well. Kind of mix in the color a little bit. You can always soften the edges with watercolor by adding more water. If you get too much water on your paper, then you'll end up with the water or the paper getting really mushy and sometimes falling apart. But you can add more water to soften the edges. I can't wait to see what they're doing. Are you almost?
The rabbit's like, what?
Are you almost done with your pictures?
Yeah.
Okay, can I show yours, Sky?
The thing in the left corner or right corner, whatever you're saying.
Over here?
Airplane.
Airplane, cool. He decided to put an airplane flying overhead. And fish and birds flying. That is so awesome.
For you, it's the right corner.
Are you done? Can I show him yours?
No.
Okay, I'll go ahead and post a picture of Kalani's on our Facebook page. Go ahead and keep your eyes out too for the Facebook page link that is in the description section of this video. Thank you for joining us today. We had so much fun creating the swan with you. And we hope you enjoyed this too. Right? Are we ready to say our goodbyes?
Nope. Almost done. You can wait 1 second, right?
We can wait 1 second, sure.
Okay, 1 second.
All right.
Now I just need to add some black.
Not yet. All right.
Black. Done.
Alrighty, let's show them. And lots of details in there. There's a story there. Here's the swan and fish.
Read it to them.
And the rabbit with the cottontail.
Read it to them.
And it says, dinner served.
And in the rabbit, you can see his eyes popping out and he says, what?